Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
So, see the first question. Investment in infrastructure is essential for more rapid and inclusive economic growth. Discuss in the light of India's experience. A very recent question again. Take a couple of minutes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, good points, Shanta Prasad. Good structure also. Yes. Challenges, solutions. You could give some government initiatives. That's what I feel. Okay, apart from this, it's a really good answer. Government schemes like PM Gati Shakti. Okay, in India's experience, you have written some government schemes, no doubt. So, to harness the future potential, what is the schemes required? That is important.
Okay, sir.
So, investment in infrastructure is essential for more rapid and inclusive growth. Discuss in the light of India's experience. So, India's experience here, obviously, you need to mention from 1950s onwards and what has been the experience up to 2022. Okay. Investment in infrastructure is essential for more rapid and inclusive growth. So how do you justify this? And investment here in the sense investment in the infrastructure. Okay. So here investment in infrastructure. So how is investment in infrastructure? Investment in infrastructure is essential for rapid and inclusive development, rapid and inclusive economic growth in the light of India's experience. Okay, in introduction you can write how this investment in infra acts as a catalyst in generating, in promoting economic growth. Okay, and how India has the advantage of demographic dividend, which can also act as a catalyst to economic growth if the energy is synergized. Okay, so we are saying that infrastructure and demographic dividend are very handy for India's economic growth. So what is the question? Significance are the essential for more rapid and inclusive economic growth. So rapid and inclusive economic growth. Rapid and inclusive economic growth. So what are the factors? What can investment do? It can promote development. It can give employment. And then it will mitigate poverty. It will give better standard of living. It will promote education, and it can improve the infrastructure, and also it can get more investments. And then India's experience. So initially, post independence, it was more public spending, and due to approval delays and all, the growth was less, popularly called as Hindu growth. What was it called? You know that it's called popularly called as? What is it called?
Red tapeism.
Is it called Hindu growth or not?
Red tapeism, sir.
Red tapeism is the delay in approvals. The growth up to 1990s is popularly called as?
Red tapeism, sir.
The growth up to 1990s is popularly called as?
Yes, sir. Hindu growth at the rate of around 3% only.
Yes. Good. Hindu growth at the rate of 3% per year. It was growing very slow. So post 1991, that is LPG reforms. Okay. So more private investments, government as an enabler, then a business doer, and then more foreign investments, global MNCs, service sector boom, job creation, and then economic growth. And from 2006 to 2016 or up to 17, 18, average at grew of 8% per annum. And then India is now poised to, what is the GDP of India's economy? It is the, how much largest? Fifth largest global economy. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Recently surpassed UK's economy.
Surpassed UK. During COVID, it came down. Again, it surpassed UK. Okay. Then give challenges. What is the challenges? Still poverty, standard social illiteracy, COVID-19 shock, and then social issues. Okay. And then defaulters, raising NPAs. Okay. Then private investments coming down, so on. Then government schemes, PM Gati Shakti. And then MG Narega also is one of the capital creation only. Okay, MG Narega. And then NIMS, says Sagarmala, Atmanirbhar Bharat, and so on. Conclusion: investment directly proportional to infra, proportional to economic growth. So these three are interdependent. India, through its soft power, is rightly poised to become a $5 trillion company, $1 trillion nation, right?
Yes, sir.
Yesterday, Sumant. Okay, good introduction. Okay. 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 Sumant, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here, sir.
It's good, and your points are really good, most of your points, but you should have given some historical context also with regard to India's experience.
Yes, sir. I've limited it to introduction. But then,
Yeah, I've seen that it is there in introduction, but even in introduction, it is more of 2004 to 9, and you're saying that it is development from 1999 to 2003. I am asking
yes,
you, this
no,
phase
sir.
also you have to mention.
True, sir. But I wanted to stress some specific context because the evidence was more direct in this phase, where when this Gram Sadak Yojana and all this happened, and many economic surveys and so many other experts, including Bloomberg, have highlighted this, the
Yes,
infrastructural
see,
interest.
I am
So that's
saying
why,
one paragraph should be there, at least one paragraph should be there, that what went wrong previously, and then what is going right now, and why that right is very rapid now. Understood?
yes, sir, got it.
So correlation should be there, that where we went wrong and why we have corrected. When you're saying from all these schemes we are rapidly developing, that means you are having something in your mind, right? That means previously you did not develop. So what is the reason? That is you have to establish. So now if you are
Yes, sir,
saying
yes, sir.
we are growing 10x, you are saying that we are growing 10x, then why did we grow x? What did happen during the x? That one paragraph should be there.
Got it, sir. Got it, sir.
Okay, good answer. Yeah, see the next question. Explain intergenerational and intragenerational issues of equity from the perspective of inclusive growth and sustainable development. Good question. Take 2 minutes. Yeah, good points. Santosh. Yes, Shanta Prasad. So quite straightforward question. Explain intragenerational and intergenerational issues of equity from perspective of inclusive growth and sustainable development. Okay, so first introduction. Then first side heading is intragenerational issues of equity from the perspective of inclusive and sustainable development, and then intergenerational. Okay, what is first intragenerational means within the generation. First, give what do you understand by inclusive growth and sustainable development. Inclusive growth and sustainable development definitions in this particular introduction. And what are intragenerational issues with regard to equity? issues of equity from perspective of inclusive growth and sustainable development. So first is, we are in a position where almost 1% of the population holds close to 70% of the wealth. So this shows that India is becoming more and more unequal, or inequality is increasing, and there is a tendency of wealth shifting into rich people hands. So that has to be mitigated. One is the and then within the intragenerational, poverty is more. Okay, unemployment is more, and then exploitation of resources by rich countries. Okay, and then exploitation of resources by the rich countries, and you can say gender inequality, and then skill differences. So these are, and then finally climate change. These are issues of intragenerational. Then what is intergenerational? Exploitation of natural resources, exploitation of natural resources. Okay, that is one part. Then another thing is unsustainable way of life. Then desertification. Then climate change and pollution. And then what are the solutions? Solutions are more financial inclusion, sustainable development, then skilling, equal distribution of economic resources. Okay, and then natural resources should be used carefully. And then conclude by saying that unless we have inclusive growth and sustainable development, the world cannot support future generations. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, I didn't write the question, sir.
Okay. You gave the points, right, Santosh?
Yes, sir.
Points are good. Okay.
Sir, I also didn't wrote the question, sir. Only Shanta Prasad has wrote that question.
Shanta, you written?
Yes, sir.
And you see the 52nd question. I'm just seeing the 52nd question, which came in 2018. Access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy is sine qua non to achieve sustainable development goals. Comment on the progress made in India in this regard. Okay, so again, okay, modern energy. It's about energy. You see this question, 51 and see 50. I'm saying it is almost 70% similar. And see the focus back-to-back years. How many of you agree that almost both are same questions?
Sir, both questions concentrate on sustainability only.
Right? You can have, this is a 150 word question. For what I have mentioned now, you can simply extend it to 250 words. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sumant, do you agree? 50 and 51 are same.
Yes, sir. Most of it are same.
So where does it differ? The focus is on inclusive growth more.
True, sir. And one more thing, in question number 50, we have to classify it as intra and inter.
Yes, yes, yes. So if you club those points, it will become 51.
Yes, sir.
So you need not classify as such. You can give the, and maybe you can use 51 as a question where you can use 50 as an opportunity. Within 51, you can say short-term impact, long-term impact. Instead of saying intragenerational and intergenerational. What is intragenerational? It is short-term, right? Immediate impact. Intergenerational is long-term impact. So unless we have inclusiveness and sustainability, these are the short-term issues, these are the long-term issues, and these are the possible solutions. And then these have to be implemented, what government is doing, what the UNFCCC or UNDP is doing. So these kind of things you can write. What do you say?
Yes, sir. Sir, but I really wonder if we can understand only in the sense of short term and long term from the words intra and intergenerational, sir. Because the moment
Yeah,
I've read the question,
that is there. See, I'm not saying 51 is equal to 50 and you can have intragenerational, intergenerational. I'm just saying in 51 you can mention short term and long term.
yes, sir, we are comfortably we can do that, sir.
That's what I'm saying. Means you, instead of writing intragenerational, intergenerational, okay, intragenerational is definitely more than something which is short term because it is immediate also. A lot of things are immediate also. So, and intergeneration is not long term. It is a permanent impact which we are creating. Okay. So in the actual sense, both the terminologies are different. What I'm trying to say is just I'll give you the 51st question and then see both the answers at once, whoever has written. So simply what you can write is strategy of inclusive growth. Give the definition of inclusive growth. Okay. Give the definition of inclusive growth. Inclusive growth means including all sections without discrimination. Simple definition. Okay. It is argued that strategy of inclusive growth is intended to meet the objective of inclusiveness. One heading, sustainability. Another heading, comment on this statement. How inclusiveness, again, you can talk about the 1% economy. Okay, how the wealth distribution is unequal. Okay, how many people are not having employment, education, social discrimination, and sustainability with regard to the natural resources, with regard to the climate change, with regard to intergenerational equity, and how desertification is happening, how biodiversity is decreasing, and so on. And then give solutions and talk about UNFCC, UNDP, what are their initiatives, and then conclude. Is the structure clear and the points clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And you see the focus of UPSC, they are going in a particular direction. They are more and more bothered about the sustainable development. Fiftieth question. Yeah, simple and good definition. So see, no need of any textbook definitions. You can simply write like this. Inclusive growth refers to fair distribution of growth benefits, resources, and opportunities among the population. Yes, Oxfam, good. Good points. Again, you write definition like this. Here you are writing the exact definition. Na? Keep a side heading of definition.
Okay, sir.
Climate change, glacier melting, yes. Modern technologies like blockchain. Okay,
Okay, sir.
give some examples. What do you mean by modern technologies? You give the examples of fintech. Fintech means including technology into the financial sector.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Give example. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Wherever you are giving statements, remember everyone, if you are giving examples, the examiner will understand that you know what you are speaking about. Okay. Good answer. Next question, anyone has written? Raghu, you have written?
No, sir, I have written 50 seconds.
50 seconds. Santosh, you have written next question? No. Anil?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Sumant, you have written?
Sir, I've written only first two, sir.
Okay. You have written Shanta Prasad?
Yes, sir.
This question, right? Yeah. So you see, it's a good introduction. You have clubbed both the definitions. Yes, job creation, skilling and jobs, education for all. Good. This is what some government initiatives. You see, Shanta Prasad, if you see your both questions, almost 65 to 70% points are similar. And then
Yes, sir.
only you have just changed the presentation and the framework. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is your content will be same. Everyone try to understand. Your content will be same. How do you present the content is you'll get through practice. That's what you people are doing. Are you able to understand, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See the last question. Access to the affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy is sine qua non. What do you mean by sine qua non? Taxation is sine qua non. Means what?
Inevitable.
Exactly. Direct taxation, paying tax, everyone above 3 lakhs income should pay tax. That is sine qua non. Means it is inevitable. To achieve sustainable, so just say inevitable. To achieve SDGs, comment on the progress made in India. Okay, good. I think it's an easy question. And then since it is 2018, in 2022, there is a lot of change. Yeah. Yeah, good points, Suman. Good points, Shanta Prasad. So basically, if you see the question, just go back to the question. Access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy is inevitable to achieve sustainable development goals. Comment on the progress made in India in this regard. So it's a basically 150-word question. So just take some space. So again, see the question. Access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy is important for SDGs. So reliable, sustainable. What is the other statement? Affordable, and modern energy. This is important for achieving SDG. And in this context, what is India's progress? Yes or no? That is the question.
Yes, sir.
And you write in what SDG number?
7.
SDG 7 for energy, right? Clean energy. Clean energy. It promotes clean energy. It promotes clean energy. And this is important for achieving other SDGs. Okay, so that is important. And then in the body you write how this reliable, sustainable, affordable, modern energy is important to achieve SDGs. So what is sustainable energy? Something which is renewable in nature. So then solar, wind, hydrogen, etc. So these are renewable energies. And these are basically sustainable. Then affordable means which are low cost energies. So hydropower is said to be the most affordable energy. Then reliable and modern. So reliable, something which is reliable, it can be some hydrogen economy or maybe nuclear. And then finally modern, you can talk about what are the modern technologies? Geothermal and so on. So all these are various energies. And then give India's progress. Next slide heading. India's progress at COP21. India has committed 40% of its energy through renewable by
2030 only, sir.
2030, and close to how many gigawatts of solar power? So 450 gigawatts of renewable energy, right? Renewable energy. And then cutting down 33% of emissions on 2005 levels. Yes or no?
Yes,
These
sir.
are the important things which India has committed in COP21 at Paris. And then you write about the International Solar Alliance, bioethanol blending program. Basically, it's a typical government scheme based question. You can write about the FAME project for hybrid vehicles. Then EV vehicles. EV vehicles, International Solar Alliance with France and phasing out fossil fuels, mandatory purchases of solar power by discoms. Then what are the other initiatives?
Sir, PM Kusum.
Sorry,
Sir,
Kusum.
PM Kusum.
PM Kusum to promote solar in agriculture. Yes, good. Then
Sir, Green Grids Initiative.
green
Green
highway or
Grids
green,
Initiative, sir.
green highways and green corridors, and then green grids. Okay, good.
And
So
International Solar Alliance.
already I have written that. Yeah.
Yes, sir, yeah.
So these are few points which you can mention. It's a 150-word answer. So by the time you come here, you will be running out of time. And then you write way forward, because apart from government initiatives, what you feel are important. You say that more subsidies to solar plants or customers. Hydrogen economy is a good way forward. And then reduce import duties on lithium ion cell, which is a crucial ingredient for EV vehicles. Okay, these are some solutions which you think you can give. If you have any other solutions, you can give. And then finally, conclusion, saying that India, though consumes lowest per capita energy, is making right strides in the sustainable development. The climate change should be treated as a global issue which needs consensus across the nations. Okay, so we are saying India is doing its bit, no doubt, but other countries also should come on board because it's a global issue. Okay, so I don't think who has written this. Raghu has written. Yeah, okay. Good. Yeah, Ujala is a good scheme. This is a good example. Ujjwala. You give way forward or solutions, Raghu.
Yes,
That
sir.
will look more. That will look more matured. Okay. Apart from that, answer is good, no doubt. But then it's a way forward. Will help you to give your own points.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Good. So. Okay. So that's about it. So again, we'll meet on Monday. Hmm? Good night.
Good night.
Good.